Martin Luther said, "I have so much to do today that I shall spend the first 3 hours in prayer." Now, Martin was a monk, and he had time to spend the first 3 hours in prayer, but we can see the spirit of what he's saying. He was saying, I've got so much to do today that I'm going to have to seek God in prayer first. It's a paradox again, but think of this. I'm trying to chop down a tree. I'm using a blunt axe. All I'm doing is bruising the bark, and sweat is pouring from my brow. You come up and say, "Hey, Ray, what are you doing?" I say, "Don't talk to me. I'm chopping down this tree." You say, "The axe is blunt. Why don't you stop and sharpen the axe?" I say, "I'm too busy to stop and sharpen the axe. I'm chopping down this tree." Now, if I stop, sharpen the axe, I'll slice through the tree much quicker. And saints, whatever you have to do each day, stop, sharpen the axe through prayer, and you will slice through that day. Seek first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all these things will be added to you. Now, in a natural battle, we send out reconnaissance to find the strengths and the weaknesses of the enemy. We don't need to do that. God has given us a comprehensive war manual in His Word. If we'll just feed upon the Word, then we'll see that we have a threefold enemy: the world, the flesh, and the devil. Now, if we will deal with the enemy, the flesh, then the devil will have no foothold, and the world will have no attraction to us. That's the key. It was D.L. Moody that said, "I've had more trouble with D.L. Moody than with any man I've ever met." And it's so true. Not that I've had trouble with D.L. Moody. Ray Comfort, B.C., that old nature, that lazy, good-for-nothing, selfish, self-indulgent person needs to be crucified with Christ, needs to be reckoned dead. The Apostle Paul said, "I know that in me dwells no good thing." That no good thing is basically the Judas of the old nature. That Judas that feeds off the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life. And listen carefully, that Judas will only live as much as you feed him. Dear Christian, be so careful what you look at and what you listen to that comes from the world, because so much of it is designed to stir up lust. Now, what is lust? It's the deliberate stirring of the sexual desire. And when the sexual desire is inflamed, you will wonder where your tender conscience went to. Treat your conscience as you would a good referee. When a referee of conscience blows the whistle, stop the game. There's been an infringement of rules. But don't be surprised if the referee of conscience walks off the field if his whistle is continually ignored. You can forsake the guide of your youth. You can sear that conscience as with a hot iron, so you can do things today that 6 months ago you didn't have peace about. You think God has accepted. All that's happened is you've seared that knowledge of right and wrong. This is our high-quality, genuine wood treasure chest, and it's packed with 300 metallic, these are not plastic, 10 Commandment coins, with the 10 Commandments on one side and the Gospel on the other side. The wooden treasure chest is available at livingwaters.com.